there, comic book friends! I'm Travis, and it's new comic book day! Or at least new comic book day for me. I did get my books on Saturday, so I'll be doing some power reading. Right off the bat here, my invoice says I got 19 comics. 2 of them are trades, basically, so they won't be part of the weekly read, but let's see what we got here. Looks like some propaganda. Batman Noir Alley. No idea what that is. It's like some little spiel dealing with noir stuff. Oh, looks like it's actually going to be some fun. Let's check that out. An ad I might actually read. How about that, huh? Let's see. Let's start out with the trades. Get them out of the way. Get them out of the way first. So, first off, we have Mr. Higgins Comes Home. I think this is part of the Magnolia universe. Let's see if I can get it open here. Mike Mignola written, and Warwick Johnson Cadwell doing the art duties, I believe. So yeah, there we are. Preparations begin at Castle Golga for the annual Festival of the Undead, as a pair of fearless vampire killers question a man hidden away in a monastery on the Baltic Sea. The mysterious Mr. Higgins wants nothing more than to avoid the scene of his wife's death and the truth about what happened to him at the castle. However, these heroic men, sworn to rid the world of vampire scourge, inspire Higgins to venture out and to end the only suffering he really cares about, his own. The send-up of the classic vampire series, Mignola teaming with Warwick Johnson Cadwell for original graphic novel as outlandish as The Amazing Screw-On-Head. That's some hard that's some hard thing to cover, because Amazing Screw-On-Head was just that. So this is the guy who did Hell in a Crash, who's currently doing artwork on Quantum Samurai Jack. So looks like it should be some fun. Some kooky art in there for a Magnolia vampire kind of story. I don't know how that'll match up. His kooky artwork is great for kind of sci-fi shoot-'em-up stuff. I'm not sure about a horror story, but we'll find out. Or I'll find out, one of the two. The other one that I'm really looking forward to is Victor Santos's Rashomon. I guess that's it. The body of a well-known and skilled samurai is found along the road to Yamashina in feudal Japan, causing quite a stir in the farming village. Detective Hugo Kobashi is called upon to investigate the murder, but with every witness that is questioned and every clue discovered, the answer seems further out of reach. So it basically sounds like the old, like the old samurai movies that Kurosawa and stuff like that used to crank out, that then of course became spaghetti westerns and whatnot. So let's see if I can get the bag open here real quick, so we can take a look at the art. So I'm very much looking forward to it. It sounded really cool. I like those movies and stuff, so if that was going to be the case, there's the opening. That was going to be the case on it. It sounded cool, and it looks really moody as far as the artwork goes. Yes. Very much excited for this. Looks like it's going to be awesome. Look at that. Man. That use of negative space there. Pretty awesome. Looks like they use quite a bit of it. Yeah, so very much looking forward to that. Looks like it's going to be really cool. Nice, big, thick hardback. Got it at a good price, of course. What did I get it at? 40% off, so it cost me $12 instead of the 20, whatever it was. Anyway, let's talk some comics real quick here, huh? because then I got to start reading them. First up, we have Superman, issue number 33, the beginning of the Imperialist Lex story. So it clearly has some Lex Luthor stuff in there, which I always enjoy with Superman. I know at some point, because see, you got Granny Goodness down there, as I say, because I know at some point there's a cover with Superman sitting on the throne of Apocalypse. So really excited to see exactly what that's all going to be. You know, Tomasi and Gleason back writing the story, Mankey doing art. I actually liked his Superman. That may be with the inker that's doing Mankey, whatever, but definitely looking forward to that. And then Wildstorm, issue number, 8? Yes, looks pretty cool. That is a cool sci-fi looking cover there. I've heard that this has more to do with the aliens. We're going to, take on some of the alien type stuff, so I'm looking forward to that. Warren Ellis, John Davis Hunt, Steve Buccellato on colors. Always really good, great sci-fi comic. They're Not Like Us. Holy cows, what's it been, like a million years since this book came out? Issue number 16. The Hunter gets captured by the game. I don't know how much more there is to this. I really wish it would just keep going on because it is such a really interesting book, and I absolutely love Simon Gaines' artwork here. Jody Belair, colors clearly always makes it a great book also, but it has been a long time. Detective on the cover there. It's been a long time since we've seen that, so looking forward to reading that. Is it the end? Are they actually going to end it? I have no idea. So, Animosity issue number 10. Oh yes, the bees. I remember correctly, and here's our little girl here. It looks like she is stuck in the honeycomb. So we'll see how they deal with the bees, because the bees want them to get their queen back and get rid of these people. We find out these people are actually all really nice, living in harmony, and they just kind of snatched up the queen bee because they need bees to pollinate their fields and that sort of stuff. So I don't know. We'll see how that all plays out. Should be curious. Evolution number 1. This is the new spin-off book of Animosity. This has particularly to do with this city, this group where the animals pretty much are in control of stuff. They use humans as tools. This Winter Wolf, I think is what the dog's name is slowly working on technology to make it able so it basically has the equivalent of hands, or is able to manipulate stuff in the same way those of us with hands do. So should be curious to see exactly how that all scores away, what the new book is like. Bitch Planet, this is the triple feature. I think this is the last of the triple feature of this installment anyway. Issue number 5. 3 big stories in one book. I love that cover. That's a great looking cover. I think this one has a this one has a Matt Fraction story in it. Everyone's grandma's a little bit feminist. Written by Matt Fraction, art by Elsa Chantry. She does great stuff like Infinite Loop and stuff like that. And then Mirror Mirror and Basic Bitch. So looking forward to checking these out. They're always kind of fun. I don't know, how much longer they'll keep doing those. I know there's a big break. Just did my comic book order, and there was no new triple feature. So we'll see how that goes on. Next up, we have Generation Gone, Alice Cott book. We just had the reveal at the end of the last issue. He reveals his feelings for her. And, of course, right there on the cover, it kind of tells you her answer. No, I'm sorry. This is not how it's going to go. And so I'm assuming that's her shutting him down. Them with their superpowers and whatnot. I'm just really curious to see where the book goes. Seems very kind of open-ended as far as what these 3 kids might get themselves into and the military that's hunting them down. So, yeah, good stuff. Final issue of Girl Scouts Magic Socks, issue number 6. Story has, the art's fun, but nothing. Well, the art is special. The story itself, not necessarily, and the writing, that sort of stuff is not so special. Book I'm super excited to be checking out. Kid Lobotomy. This is issue number 1. This is the first book to come out of the Black Crown imprint from IDW, the Black Crown imprint, is Shelley Bond, who was the last long-term editor from Vertigo to have been, well, out of a job with Vertigo. She set up shop with IDW under this whole Black Crown imprint. So we're going to be seeing some books. This is the first one. Written by Peter Milligan. I'm a big Peter Milligan fan. Really love his work in the past. He's been kind of shaky currently on some of his books and whatnot. I have high hopes for this book. Tess Flower doing the artwork on it, and actually so far looking at it, I like the artwork, just what I've bits and pieces that I've seen. I'm sometimes shaky on Tess Flower. Wonderful colors by Lou Luridge, I think is who that is. But at any rate, the cover is colored by Bonneville, though. At any rate, yeah, I'm super excited for this. Basically, the premise is retired, whatever that means, rock and roll star has moved into this haunted hotel, and the haunted hotel's got all kinds of crazy stuff in it, and that's kind of what it is. And so I'm super stoked for it. Super stoked for that cover. This looks really cool. All the kind of interesting characters, this whole kind of thing going on. And there's some Kafka stuff going on in it too, you know, as far as a Roach Man. So yeah, just kind of all kinds of excited for that. Speaking of Infinite Loop, here's Infinite Loop, Nothing But the Truth, issue number 2. The B cover, so I think this cover is a Raphael Albuquerque cover. But first issue was fine. It doesn't have the same excitement that the first series of Infinite Loop had, just because it was all kind of new there and there was a lot of energy. This one, so far, feels much more sedate. I mean, I know there's this stuff going on. There's this kind of potential threat happening. They're working to try and get rights for the anomalies and that sort of stuff, but we all know all that stuff, so it seems much more straightforward. But first issue wasn't bad, so curious to see where it goes from there. One of my favorite books that comes out from DC Comics. This is issue number 9 of Super Sons. Damian and John are just a lot of fun. They're a good laugh, and the art in it by Jimenez is just phenomenal. Anyway, Planet of the Cape, a world at war. They're kind of in another dimension. We're gonna see exactly how that all pans out for them. Just some fun stuff. Another book I'm really looking forward to is A Good Week of Comics. This is the Sherlock Frankenstein and the Legion of Evil. This is from the Black Hammer world. So, of course, it's written by Jeff Lemire. This series got artwork done by David Rubin, which, of course, David Rubin is awesome artist. The cover is what you're going to see on the inside. Really love Black Hammer. It's the top 5 or so comic of last year. So anything that's related to that, I'm excited to check out. Of course, a lot of my excitement over the Black Hammer stuff, it's not just the writing. It was Dan Ostrom's artwork. But like I said, Dave Rubin rocks too, so I'm excited to see this whole kind of supervillain. What are the supervillains up to before and after the whole incident where most of our heroes from this world disappeared? Another book I'm really looking forward to, just because the art looks awesome in it, is Mastros. Steve Croix does the writing and the artwork in it. Colors by the fabulous Dave Stewart. It has to do with magic and magic users. It's kind of a fantasy setting of sorts, or fantasy realism is my understanding. There is a like a hierarchy of mages, and the master is the one that kind of controls and runs the show. This guy has inherited that. Clearly not somebody who's really probably ready for it, but he inherits all this wonder, and we get to see kind of the backlash that comes out of that. That's such a great cover. Love this universe type background. You look at it, and really it's a guy's clothing back there. He's getting his champagne poured magically. Some Girl with some fun tattoos walking away. Yeah, just we're looking forward to checking that out. Another super awesome comic book is Kill or Be Killed. Issue 13. Let's go see what's happening with Dylan. Is he crazy? Is he possessed? Is he, who knows what? Decided he's going after the Russians because he thinks the Russians are coming after him. So looking forward to seeing how that all pans out for sure. Batwoman, issue number 8. I've been enjoying Batwoman. Last issue ended with some Scarecrow kind of stuff, so I'm looking forward to seeing how Scarecrow plays out in this issue. Clearly there's a duel in the desert. So we'll be checking that out. Fear and Loathing. Yeah, not bad. Oh, yes. So here we go. Batman, issue number 33. Rules of Engagement. And, of course, the engagement could either be combat or engagement could be the fact that he's engaged to Catwoman. Yeah. Looking forward to checking it out. Jolene Jones is doing the artwork, so that's big. That's going to be big, exciting type stuff. And then finally, Astro City number 48. I hear this is a cute and a tear-jerking kind of a book. We get all these these dog superheroes and cats and all kinds of fun stuff. Monkeys in there, it looks like. So yeah, looking forward to reading that and checking it out. And that is my books for this week. Hope to get as many read as I can, and I'll see you tonight. I may be by myself. We'll see how that all plays out. But anyway, have a great weekend, everybody, and I will see you next time.